So, yeah, my goal for next week is to get my ass down here by 9 o'clock every day. Like, it's been my goal since the beginning, and I can't seem to do it. Usually I'm close. Usually I'm sometime between like 9:15 and 9:30, and that's not horrible, I guess. At 9 o'clock is just really just to be more consistent for my lives, in case anybody actually does want to follow along and watch me. Doesn't really make a difference as long as it never fails. Like, that thing will not go off forever until I get my ass down here, and then all of a sudden I'm getting notifications. I know why it goes off every time. Every time it goes off. It's when I log on to my Twitch and start my recording, and then my mobile dashboard thing pops up on my regular phone. That's why it always goes off within like a minute of me talking. I'm figuring out this technology shit. No. I just don't know that particular app very well. Now I'm gonna make myself feel stupid. If you've watched the rest of the week, you notice I had these like weird, like galaxy-looking halos of light coming around these things. Only on TikTok, not on the other. I thought it was a filter issue because I changed the filter on one of my videos earlier, and I thought it changed on that, but I went through all my filters and it was fine. So I cleaned my phone and they're back to looking regular lights. I don't know how it got so greasy. I don't use it for anything other than this, and yeah, but I guess then again, yeah, it's in my phone or my car using Spotify and attached to the Bluetooth to my my LED light bar that I toggle back and forth between it saying DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats and stuff. So I guess I'm constantly swiping down, probably most likely right in front of the camera. So that'd probably do it, make it all greasy. But whatever, it's fixed now. Also, I decided to, other than just live streaming on Instagram, I decided to go ahead and take all my update videos, you know, from my fitness journey playlist and stuff like that. So I was posting just the, you know, my start picture, and then the highlight reel plus the result video I make every week. And then I would post the picture again, the start versus current week, just to show the difference afterwards. I figured, you know, if I'm live streaming on here, I might as well just post the pictures too. I don't know. Does Twitch? Anybody know? Does Twitch have an upload thing, or is it just all live streaming stuff? I don't want to do the research. I don't want to. So we went and got Taco Bell yesterday because the Mexican pizza came back and it's been gone for 2 years, and fuck Taco Bell for taking that away. I know it's not healthy food, but you can have cheat days. And besides, before I was doing this 6 weeks ago, I wasn't eating healthy anyway. So that was like my default. If I couldn't think of anything else that I wanted to try, because they always throw these new shit at you, like that toasted cheddar chalupa, which is just a burnt chalupa with cheese on it. It's really all it is. 100%. It's a burnt chalupa shell with cheese on it. They put the cheese on it, and then they put it in a toaster and burn the already deep-fried gordita shell. That's what chalupa is. It's a deep-fried gordita shell. And then they toast it on top of that, so it's burnt. Tasted okay for being burnt, but because I looked good at the picture, I'm like, yeah, I want one of those too. So we went and got Mexican pizzas. If you're on TikTok, when you saw my page, I posted it yesterday. I'm like, yeah, there's good pizza. I'm like, oh, pizza. And it was so good. That was so good. I was so happy that was back. They better not take it away again. Not that I'm going to plan on eating it all the time, but when I do go, that's my default. I always get exactly the same. No beans, extra meat, and then, yeah, no beans, extra meat, and then no sour cream on my tacos. I don't like sour cream. I usually get the combo, you know, which is number 9, by the way, at least at the one we went to. We went to the one that we went to for 2 reasons. Well, I chose it for 2 reasons. Because I'm always driving around this area picking up orders. The Taco Bell by me is never consistent on when they want to have their dining room open, or at least the lobby for pickups. You know, they'll have a sign out one day, mobile order pickups 11 to 11. Then you go up and walk to the door the next day, and it's like it's locked at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And they have a drive-through that you cannot escape. It's got curbs on both sides of it. Once you enter the drive-through, you're in the drive-through, and it's slow as hell. They take care of one car at a time, like literally. You pull up to the speaker. If you're the only person there, the first person there, like if there's nobody at the window, they'll take your order, you know, and then you'll pull up to the window, obviously just like normal with the person behind you. As soon as you pull away from the speaker, they're like, we'll be with you, oh, they'll take your order. They'll take your order. They'll say, I'll tell you when you can move up. So they don't have to take another order until that one's completely gone out the window. Then you can move up, but then they'll allow the next person to come up and take their order. It used to be they would, you know, like a lot of places when they're short staffed, you pull up the speaker, we'll be with you in a minute. And then 10 minutes later they finally come back, what can I get you? Same concept. They won't touch you until the car at the window's gone. There's nobody in between you. So I wasn't dealing with that crap. And the other one that was close, there's 2 more that are close. There's a circle, a very busy circle, you know, same distance away, that it's a very small parking lot. Their door is usually locked, and it's just annoying at that time of day to even deal with going in and out of there. Just because where it's at, it's the traffic is horrible. This is around 3:30, 4 o'clock, so it's like that first shift rush hour. And then the other one, the lady pissed me off the other day. I understand they weren't busy. They might have been busy with like DoorDash orders and stuff, because there was quite a few of us there that came in after me. But they had 3 cars in the drive-thru, like literally 3 cars, maybe 4 cars in the drive-thru. If you include the one at the window, and then the big gap, and then the 3 back here behind the guy at the speaker. So we go in there. They were short staffed. There was like 4 people there total. 1 person on drive-thru, 2 people making food, 3 if you include the manager, who was freaking out. And the process is, we walk in, somebody says, you here for a DoorDash, or you here to pick up? And you say, yeah, I got DoorDash for so-and-so. Okay, no problem, we're working on that now, or it's next up, or whatever, you know. So, nobody greeted us. They kept looking, like the kids kept looking at us, you know, kept looking by and looking back, and I'm like, I know how it works. Okay, we get within 3 minutes. This is how it works. This is how I know when you guys see those pictures or those videos of asshole drivers who say no tip, no trip. When they show you all this fast food stuff, McDonald's, Burger King, whatever, all this food piled up. All right, when they show you that this is what happens when you don't tip your drivers. Your food sits here and nobody picks it up. Fast food places do not get the order from the providers, the service providers, DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, until a driver has already accepted it and is en route and close enough to the restaurant to pick it up conveniently, okay? Because it's fast food, all right? Now that's not the same with the fine dining place, the sit-down restaurants, the full-service restaurants that take 25, 30 minutes. They get it when the customer gets it, or they get it when the customer places the order, because they have to make it. It's going to take 15, 20, 30 minutes for them to make the food. fast food places, it's within 3 minutes. And I know 100% Taco Bell is like that, because I will get an order for Taco Bell right after I picked up another order. Like literally, I picked up and clicked leaving the restaurant. I'm ready to go deliver to the customer who's like a mile away. Taco Bell's right around the corner there. I'm close enough to the restaurant. But by the time I drop off that other customer, you know, that first customer who's like, you know, say here's Taco Bell, here's the restaurant I'm at. The customer's over here that I'm dropping off. I start heading to the customer. By the time I drop this off, I get a notification on Taco Bell from my Taco Bell order is ready for pickup. Because I was within 3 minutes, I was sitting right there when I got it. So they automatically got the order. So fuck those drivers that tell you no tip, no trip. They're lying to you. They're trying to make you feel like they're entitled to a tip. They're not. You should tip your driver. I'm a driver, I'm going to say that. Whether you choose to do it before or after, that's up to you. Most of us do prefer you do it beforehand. But that's your call, your decision. I'm not going to call you an asshole for it. Now, if you don't tip me, I drop it off. I did a good job. I got you food on time within the allotted time frame. Yeah, I might call you an asshole and walk away, but I'm not going to say it to your face. I'm not going to make a video calling you an asshole. You know, I'm like, motherfucker, it took me 20 minutes to sit in that drive-thru. But I'm still going to send you a thank you and enjoy your food text message, because without your order, I didn't make that money during that time frame, and I took it. I accepted it as is. So, anyway, so the lady, there's like now 2 or 3 of us standing there, and she kind of looks at the guy. She goes, "What are you doing here? What are these people doing here? What are they waiting for?" Because she's not seeing like an order, but she knows who I am. I'm in there enough, and she knows the other guy who also is a full-time driver, who's in there enough. She's like, what are they waiting for? She goes, "Are you guys waiting for DoorDash orders?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got so-and-so," and the girl's like, "Yeah, this." She's, "You guys have to tell us, or we don't know what you have." I'm like, "That's not the process." But she's yelling at us. Like, not like mean, but she's like, "You have to tell us what you're doing." Like, she's like scolding us. You know, what you're here for, we don't know. I'm like, and the lady's like, she wasn't putting up with shit. She's like, "Okay, well, you have to ask us why we're here so we can tell you. But nobody's coming to the counter to ask us or even acknowledge that we're here." I'm like, so some guy comes and goes, "No, she's not normally like this. She's normal." And I know she's not. She's not. I don't care. That was rude, and she shouldn't have talked to us that way. If she wants to know what we're here for, she needs to ask us. That's the process at every restaurant. That's how it always is. You know, I don't drive up to the drive-in speaker, the drive-through speaker, and just start yelling, "I got DoorDash!" I'm like, I wait for them to acknowledge my presence. You know, at the speaker. "Hi, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you?" "Yeah, I got a DoorDash for Mark." Whatever the fuck, you know, whatever it is. So, I'm like, she could have handled it different. I understand she's upset and she's stressed out, but the whole process is, here's the thing. The gentleman who's at the end of the counter, or the gentleman who is taking the orders at the drive-thru, who has both looked over here at us multiple times, could have said, "Hi, what are you here for? Are you here for a door?" I don't care if he got snippy or snotty, whatever, or he was upset or mad, but just, I'm like, he just kind of did, "What do you need?" At least he acknowledged that we're here and said, "Hey, we're here for this." But I'm not going to walk up to the counter and say, "I got DoorDash." Why? Because I hate those drivers. Those drivers piss me off to all ends. Those rude-ass drivers. You know, I laugh when I see those videos of the restaurant employees making fun of DoorDash drivers. They walk in like, "I got this, I got this, I got this," you know. And I laugh, it's funny, but at the same time, 90% of the time they're foreign and don't speak very good English. I know that wasn't proper English when I said don't speak English very well. So, as opposed to trying to say names, just like we have hard time saying other people's names, they walk up and then instead of talking, they just go like this. It's simple. They just point the phone. But some of them do stick it in their faces. It's funny. And then there are the ones that the entitled ass American drivers that don't want. They're just like, and then turn around and sit and play on their phone and wait. Then they start screaming when the food takes longer than 2 minutes and their pickup time is still 10 minutes away. It's a fun job. I don't mind doing it. It's just there's people that make me look bad and it pisses me off. But anyway, the other girl, another girl walked in. I'm like, you better go tell her what you want or she's going to rip your head off. And everybody starts laughing out there. But I was they set mine down. And like, everything here? Like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, what do you have? She goes, I got DoorDash for this guy and this guy. So I went back there and she made eye contact. The manager made eye contact with me. I said, you also have a DoorDash back here, or out here, for Mark and Steven. I don't know what the names were. And she's like, well, okay, well, we're really short-staffed and we're really busy, so it's going to be a while. I'm like, that's when I got mad. I'm like, you just yelled at us to tell you that we have there's DoorDash, we have DoorDash orders out here. You just yelled at us to make sure that we tell you so you know. Because if we don't tell you, you don't know. And then I tell you. And then you yell at me for telling you. She's like, oh, okay, well, all right, so which ones are they again? I'm like, that's what I thought. I'm like, I won't give the restaurant employees shit until they give me shit. Okay, if you start bullshitting, giving me shit, and treating me like I'm some inconvenience for you, then you don't need to have the service. That's what pisses me off. These restaurants that will tell you, they take 30% of our stuff, and then you want us to make sure it comes out first. No, I want you to take care of your customer who ordered food at a certain time and was promised it at a certain time. So therefore, you have employed the service that I am working for to deliver these foods to these customers. If you do not wish to do that, then you cannot have the service. I'm like, just because they take 30% to deliver food for you, you could decide to have your own delivery drivers and pay more than that in wages and insurance on cars and delivery fees and things like that you need to pay to the drivers that you employ yourself. Or you can pay the 30% and not have to deal with it and let us do it. Or once again, you don't have to provide the service of delivery and you can not worry about it. If you don't want to take care of these customers, then you shouldn't be serving these customers. Okay? That's that simple. There are a lot of restaurants that will tell drivers, I've read it a million times in Facebook posts and stuff, these restaurants say, we don't make a lot of money off this stuff. They take 30% of our food, so you guys get served when we decide we want to serve it. Okay. Definitely the wrong way of looking at it. Those restaurants should not. I will literally text a customer saying, hey, the restaurant decided that since your order is for delivery through a delivery service, you're not important enough for them to make the order. Because you use a delivery service instead of coming and ordering and picking up yourself. So it's going to be a while. I will make sure that the customer knows that they're waiting because of an asshole manager at the restaurant. And if you're a driver and you get that bullshit from a manager or employee at a restaurant, manager, make sure you talk to a manager if an employee gives you shit. Talk to the manager first. Nicely. Okay? And if the manager gives you the same bullshit, then you tell the customer that management is saying that your food is going to take a while because your order is not important enough. There's nothing wrong with you relaying that message. Not my fault. I'm an independent contractor. I don't work for Grubhub. I don't work for DoorDash. I don't work for the restaurant that I'm picking up from. I work for me, and I'm not going to have my ratings go down because of an asshole manager. So, yeah, that's a kick. So anyway, yeah, so we went to the Taco Bell. The one we chose because that's the one that seems to be handling everything the best. Plus, you can sit in the dining room. Plus, it was across the street from the comic book store. And I'm like, I'm going to pick up my comic in layaway, which is the first Amazing Spider-Man drawn by Todd McFarlane. So it was Amazing Spider-Man 298. It was like $200. So I was gonna put an extra 25. I was gonna take it out. I was gonna pay the extra $50 to take it out. But then he was on the phone, so we started looking around, and I started grabbing a couple other things. I realized I had about $25 worth of comics in my hand. I'm like, I'll just make one more payment. I'll pay it next week. So I'm like, so I got these, and then I had him order a couple new issues that he was out of. Action Comics has a War World saga going on right now, and I have all the ones up to current except for the second one. So it does Action Comics 1037. So I had him order that for me, and then there's another limited series comic called The World of Krypton. They're up to, I think, 4 out of 6, and he had 1, 2, and 4. There's only 1 4 left, so he's going to order me a 3. And I was like, I'll put another 25 down on that comic, and I'll come pick it up next week. And he goes, okay. So I go to grab my card. He gives me an index card, and he writes down what he pays. It's not very, digital efficient, but it works. So I go grab the index card in my car, come back in, and next thing you know, he's in the back room for something. He goes, hold on a second. I'm like, okay, so I'm waiting. He comes out with the comic and something else in his hand. He goes, you know what, your birthday was just recently, which is 6 weeks ago. So I told him when I got my Spider-Man 300, the first Venom, out of layaway. I said, yeah, I'm just going to pull it out early because it's my birthday. My birthday week, my birthday's next week, and so we, pull it out early. So he remembered that, and he comes out with a comic. He goes, I'm just going to call it even since it was your birthday, and then I also got this for you. I'm like, it was a poster. I'm like, what's that? And he goes, read the fine print. It was a poster for the new Spider-Man 2099 comic, Exodus. It's called Exodus. Spider-Man 2009 Exodus. It just came out this month, actually. So he got me that poster. So he goes, I saw the poster. He goes, I saw that and thought about you because I'm constantly in there asking. If somebody comes in like once a week, I'm like, anything new? He goes, yeah, we just put some new stuff away into any Spider-Man 2099s, 90s one. He's like, no, I ain't getting those in. I'm like, nah, because I've been trying to complete the set that I never completed when I was a kid. So I need like half of them. So we stopped in there, and then we went to Taco Bell. And then on the way back, my son goes, want to go for a walk at the Gorge Metro Park? I'm like, because we drove by it and got home. I'm like, yeah, why not? Let's go work off this Taco Bell. And boy, did I work off that Taco Bell. Oh, totally worked off that Taco Bell. My legs were killing me. I was sweating my ass off. I'm very disappointed. I mean, I'm glad it was a good workout. But the last time I went hiking there, which it might have been with him, we used to do that all the time. Me and my 2 kids would go down there, go look at the waterfall, go up climbing the rocks and stuff. The last time I went there, guarantee you, I was a hell of a lot better shape. My legs are stiff and sore from that too. But my son starts going up these little, hills and shit that we used to always do, so it wasn't anything different. And I'm just like, I come up these hills, I'm grabbing like tree trunks, and I'm like, fuck. Like, and he's up at top looking at me, he goes, so shut up, I'm fat. Finally got to a point where there's a bench, we can sit there, we got to stand on some rocks over here. I'm like, and he was finally at the point where he's like, Yeah, I'm tired now too. Then we came back. Then I just lay on the couch the next like 3-4 hours. So anyway, I know I'm just talking. I'm chatting, talking. I talk too much. I talk too much. I worry me today. I really like how my charts turned out. I'm happy about them. It's no different than the other one. It's just it has this extra line, and they just had to make it shrink to fit the thing. However, I'm going to upload my charts. It's one Excel spreadsheet. I will probably have the Excel document uploaded, and I might just have them uploaded also as PDFs on Google Docs or something. Make a public page or something, a public Google Docs. And I can post my charts on there, so if anybody wants to use them, they can follow them, they can use them, utilize them. I'm not going to charge you for them or anything. Should charge like 10 cents or something. Just see if they'd make any money off them. No. $1. If I had $1. If I had $1. I can't do it. I can't do impressions. But yeah, I got them all the way set up through the year. So I have the 1 of 30, the 2 of 15, the 3 of 10, the 5 of 6. Then again, it doesn't really matter how many reps are, so they're set up for sets. Sets, obviously, this column is weight, this column is rep, how many reps you did. So you can do it whatever, but the blocks are the sets. So it's set up for 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, 5 sets, 6 sets, 6 sets, and then it turns into landscape that way, because it'll be like the same exercise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have them divided up that way, as opposed to just continually going straight down, because that just starts to be super long, and there's really small blocks and you can't even write it. So it goes into landscape mode, and then the 10 set one also, and then the pyramid one, depending on how you want to do it, you can use the 5 or the 6. I'm using the 5 because it's going to start with 90. Basically, it's going to be set up to 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%, 50%. So 4, 5. It's not going to be accurate to that percentages, but roughly 90% is going to be about 2 or 3 reps, maybe 4. Okay, and I will be more detailed on how we're going to do that when we get to that point and start doing it. Just a quick example: the first set is supposed to be 1 to 3 reps. Period. If you can do 4 reps, you up that weight for that set next time. Let's be very strict on that one. Same thing with the second set. It's 3 to 5. If you can do 6, you up the weight for the second one, unless that weight ends up equaling the first one. You know. And you're going to have issues where you run into on that, where you have lower weights. You only have so many increments to do. Just a quick example here on this chart. If you have the 5-pound weights, there really is no increment, because 50% would be 50% of 5 would be 2.5. There's really no increment. You get a 3-pounder. That's the only thing you have underneath it. So, which is not quite 50. It's not quite 60. That might be 60. 3/5. Is that right? 3/5. Now it's 60. But you're going to have rounded to the nearest 5 pounds is what I have this chart set up for. So that was before I made this before I bought the dumbbells. I was using these the plate weights at the time. So, but even if you get up to here, 40 pounds, 40 pounds. Your max rep, 1 rep max, is 40 pounds. 90% is 35. 80% is 30. 70% rounds to 30. 60% is 25. 40% is 20. You go to 45, then you're 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. So you're going to have issues like here with 30. You know, everything, remember I said runs around to the 5. 30, because you kind of have to, everything is you put 2.5 pound plates on each side, it goes up 5 pounds. So you kind of have to round everything to 5 pounds. 30, you're at 90% is 25, 80% is 25, 70% is 20, 60% is 20, 50% is 15. 20 pounds, 90% is also 20, because it rounds up to 20. So 80% is 15, 70% is 15, 60% is 10, 50% is 10. So you're going to have issues where you have smaller weights, lower weight exercises where you might have to do 2 sets with the same weight. But that's just how it's going to fall. So reverse pyramid isn't going to be super beneficial if everything is going to be lightweight for you. So I would not recommend a reverse pyramid until you get up to some bulking stuff, and you can make sure that you can drop the weight at least 5 pounds every time, and still hit the rep count that you want, because those are going to be almost a failure. You can do to failure if you have a spotter. If you are working out by yourself, never go to complete failure. Okay? You have to make sure that last one gets back up, or at least you have spotter bars, okay, that you can put it on, so you can shimmy yourself out of. Okay? You can go to failure on dumbbells. Okay? You can go to failure on pretty much anything that the weight's not going to crush you. Okay? So I would not go to failure on squats if you're by yourself. I would not go to failure on bench presses if you're by yourself. The behind the neck press either. Anything with a barbell I would recommend that's above you. You know, I would not go to failure on. Even this isn't too bad, because you're here and your body can support it. Okay? Because then, if you really have to, you can probably at least either get it over your head, or you could probably walk backwards and squat down and put it on the bar there. So definitely 100% squats and bench presses. You do not want to go to failure if you're by yourself. Okay, it's just for a safety concern. But dumbbell exercises really isn't that big of a deal. Cable exercises, not that big of a deal. You can go to failure if you want to, but just to be consistent with all the exercises, I would try to keep it the same. At a gym, though, if you have a partner working with you, then you 100% take it to failure. You know, all the time. Do it. Get it done, do it. But yeah, anyway, we're not doing that today. We're not doing any of that today. Today's workout, now that I've spent another 45 minutes talking that I didn't talk for, God, I gotta stop doing that. I have to stop doing that. My goal for next week, my goal for the next segment is to get my ass down here at 9 o'clock, 8:55, so I can have everything set up and ready to go. So I'm standing here, and at 9 o'clock I can go start, and start. And do whatever 5-minute spiel I need to do, because that's all I need to do. And then get to work. So I don't really mind talking before and afterwards, as long as I keep it to a minimum, so I'm not wasting so much time down here, because I do have to go to work still. And if I miss lunch, then I'm really not going to get much until after dinner, unless it's Saturday or Sunday, because weekends are different. But during the week, you kind of have to hit lunch And I found that if I start at 11:30, I seem to make more by the end of the day than if I start at 11, which is weird. Or at noon. You know, you would think that if I started early, I would make more, but sometimes noon. If I'm out of my house by noon, I'm fine. I'm usually fine for the day. So usually I turn it on at 11 o'clock, and I'm usually out of the house by noon. I get something that I actually want to leave for. So, but the farther we get into this workout program, the longer the workouts are going to take on their own without my talking. So, but yeah, my goal is to stop talking so much, especially in between exercises, because now that we have 2 sets, we're going to have 2 times where I'm going to stop. Mainly just to write down the exercise at this point. Write down what, the weight I use and the rep I use, and if I want to take it up the next time and make any adjustments to this, be like, oh, I just did 50 pounds on the barbell to 15 reps. I'm like, I want to do 55 this next set, so I'm going to add 5 more pounds to it, and then I'm going to start the next one, and I'm going to come back over and write down. The getting up and writing it down, is basically just to ensure that you take the 15 to 30 second rest break in between the sets, because that's about all you need to a 15 set. That's it. That's all you need. 3 at 10, you want a little bit more. You want somewhere between 30 and a minute. 5 to 6, you're going to want probably a minute and a half. 10 sets at 3, you're probably going to need 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes in between sets of that particular exercise, which is why we're doing the supersets at that point, so that we can go bench press, and then we can come over here and do lat pull downs, then we can come back and do bench press, then we can go through lat pull downs. That gives you the rest of that muscle group. I have to rearrange the workouts at the superset point to make sure that we have exercises to do, and to make sure we're not trying to use the same, like I can't do bench presses and squats at the same time. I know that's not on the same day right now, but just saying that I can't do a superset with bench presses and squats, because my squat rack is part of my bench. Because I got to do my bench here, then I got to set this up and do the squats. So it's not going to be convenient as a superset. However, I can do bench presses and lat pull downs as a set. I can do squats and lat pull downs as a set. So if you have a routine that you're using and you want to start doing supersets, you have to make sure that you might have to rearrange it to make it work. Unless you're at the gym, that's probably not going to be that much big of a deal. You can probably just go around and hit everything you need at the gym, because everything is a different machine or setup. The squat rack is a squat rack, not a barbell curl rack. It's not for barbell curls. It's for squats. The section at the bottom is a stop bar, so you're safe, not for you to set the barbell on to do barbell curls. But yeah, so everything's separate at the gym. Bench press is a bench press, squat rack, cable pull down, dumbbells are dumbbells. The only thing I have an issue with is the squats, the bench, and then the seated calf, the calf raises and seated calf raises. So I have to make sure those aren't interfering with each other when we do the supersets. But then again, that's like 6 months away or so, I think, something like that. Yeah, something like that. So anyway, today's workout, we restarted the first 3 days. The first 3 days we did cardio party mix 1, then we did turbo sculpt, and then we did a combination of the 20-minute workout and the ab jam on Wednesday. So we restarted that yesterday with the cardio party mix 1. So that means today we're back to turbo sculpt, which means after all that, not really rock climbing, but that sort of semi-intense trail that we went up that was killing my legs. I'm going to kill my legs again today because of all the lunges and squats in here. Got my back to crack a little bit. That was weird. All right, so we're going to get started after I restart Instagram because of its 1 hour stupid bullshit in the video. So yeah, but starting next week, I am going to do my best to get down here on time every time, and to not talk through so much. Just give you quick intros and prompts. If somebody has questions, I'm more than happy to answer questions. I can take 5-10 minutes to do that, but I have to. It's mainly to work out, not for me to sit here and chit chat and tell you about my day, especially since nobody's listening to it. Every so often someone pops in there and they're like, oh, that's a cool story, bro. Something like that. Alright, so here we go. Alright. We used the 5 pounds yesterday. We're using the last time we used the 5 pounds again. Not because my arms can't handle more than 5 pounds, but because I really did. The legs are like, they're like rubber. Ugh. They're not like rubber, they're stiff as hell.
Hi guys, I'm Shalene. Welcome to Turbo Sculpt. Now there's no question that Turbo Gym is a killer cardio workout. If you really want to boost your metabolism, you've got to do some strength training, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. So ladies, I'm going to recommend between 3 and 5 pound weights to start. Fellas, maybe 8 to 10 till you figure out what's just right for you. But guess what? You don't have to use equipment at all. Look at Mindy.
I was thinking about it back into those things.
They're not going to use equipment today. Guys, let's start with the shoulder roll.
Frame,
Ready? Start nice and easy.
Good,
Now also hopping up water nearby and a towel. You're going to use your weights, but again, you don't have to use equipment because you'll be lifting and lowering your own body weight. And that's a great workout in and of itself. We're going to take 2 steps and then a jab or a cross, stretching it out. Good. Same thing this time, make it a hook punch. Okay, do it again. Nice and easy, so we're warming up. Now I want you to lunge to your right and pick up your weights over the left foot. Now right away we're going to put the weights back down. These are called pick and place lunges. We've always got one hand on the thigh. So keep your weights this time. We're going to do a plie into a military press. All the way up. Okay, now the amount of turnout that you have with your feet, it's really individual. It's what feels comfortable. So the dancers tend to turn out a lot, but whatever feels good to your legs. Slide it in and we squat. Hold the weights back close. Nice. Tight to your rib cage. Pull it back. Good job, guys. Do that again. Now we're going to lunge back to that left leg and place the weights back on the floor. Remember, keep one hand on your thigh. Anytime you're leaning forward, that's a good idea. And the last time, the weights stay down on the floor. Very good. Reach overhead. Reach and pull. Now, the further your legs are apart, the more intense the stretch is for your calf muscle, which is really nice to warm up the lower body and the upper body at the same time. Nice. Hold it here. Let's push the hips forward. And now sit down to the hamstring stretch. My goodness, that feel good? Hip flexor. So you want to think of sinking straight up and down. And then sit back in your hamstring. Perfect. Come center. Let's stretch the back out. Round it up. Flatten it up. Good. Round your back up to the sky. Lift your chin. Lift your tailbone. Man, we're going to have a great time today. All the way up. I'm glad you're here with us. Ready, guys? Reach. Reach and pull. Other side. So, if you've got an area of the body you want to stretch out a little bit more because you're feeling tight, you can do that. Again. My favorite, hip flexor. So we drop 2 times.
Lost my balance.
And then sit back in the hamstring. Lift that toe up, lengthen the tailbone. Press forward. Good. And hamstring stretch again. Hold it. Turn center and drop your your right shoulder, slow and hold it. Now switch, left shoulder comes down. That feels nice. Good, let's go singles. Right, left, right, left. All right, let's pick up the weights. Keep your knees bent. Ooh, tap it out. Well, hopefully you've gotten yourself nice and warm. We're going to start right away with lunges. So if you're at all worried about your knees, let me give you some tips that'll really help to protect that joint. First of all, the further you step back, the easier it is on the knee joint. Keep the knee right over the ankle when we begin. Let's go arms up and bring the leg forward. Now, if you feel like you're losing your balance, you can take your foot out wider to the side. And remember that we're working to keep the ankle right underneath that knee joint. Elbows are in front of you, working the biceps. Good. Keep the elbows forward, coming down nice and slow in that bicep curl. Good control, building beautiful muscle. Again, down and up. Let's take it into a nice squat. And this time we're going to work your left leg. Lift it up. There you go. Outer thigh and shoulders at the same time. 2 for the price of 1 today. We're going to sculpt that whole body, top to bottom. And you're doing awesome so far. Let's do it again. Now when you're in the squat position, try to keep your weight on your heels. That will also protect that knee joint. Again, lift up. And you don't need to go higher than shoulder height. Bring that left leg behind you. This is a curtsy lunge. And drop the arms. Nice and controlled. Still working the biceps. Again. Outer thigh at the same time. And that does feel good. Come on, do it again for me. The more muscle you put in your body, the higher your metabolic rate. And I don't know about you, but I need to burn more calories while I'm resting. So I am happy you're here with me sculpting today. Let's take it to a nice wide plie. Toes are turned out. Lateral raise. Now the turnout, meaning the position of your feet, is really individual. It's up to you what feels good, but try to keep those knees as much over the ankle as possible. Again, now no higher than shoulder height. One more time. Excellent. Again, abs in tight, lift up. Again, one more time, and then we do a little bit of balance work. Up last time, I want you to curl up that right leg, bicep curls, and down. So we're bouncing on our left leg, curling the right leg, giving that right leg a little bit of a break, all the way up, all the way down. Now, not all the way up, and lift the leg in the back. Lift. Good. Rear extension, abs are in tight, you're standing up tall. The bicep curls right here in the center. Nice. Curl up. Oh, man, I can feel that. Both feet down, rotation curl. Halfway up, rotate open. Curl it up. Bring it down. I think we should shake it. Good. Bring it up. Rotate open. Take it up. Shake it down. Shake it down, baby. Good. Do it again. Up. Take a break and get water whenever you need to. If you need to take a rest, you can do that too. Or try to do every rep with us. That's your goal. Curl it up. Nice. Opposite leg. Now the left leg curls. Up nice and slow. And down. Good. Keep your knees soft. Balancing on that right leg. Good job. Do it again. Now halfway up, halfway down. Straight leg, straight leg. Point that toe. A little bit of a turnout. Good. So your toenails are facing the outside. Knee points to the outside. Halfway up, halfway down. This is perfect. Good. Rotation curls. It's up, rotate open, curl up, shake it down. Again, it's up, rotate, enjoy the music. Take your mind off of it. Have a good time, guys. Again, up, nice, strong, sexy arms. Curl up, shake it down. Let's do it again. Bring it up, rotate open, curl, and down. One more time. It's up. We're gonna work that other leg. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. Steps now with your right leg back. Down, 2, 3, and curl. Good. Weights in the heel of your forward leg. Sometimes it takes a couple of reps to really figure out your balance on the other side of your body. Hang in there. It's all right, because we've got another set. You have plenty of time to catch it. Elbows in front of your hips. Work those biceps. Nice. This is really a great way to burn calories because you're working upper body and lower body same time. Squat. Let's lift that right leg now. That'll raise beautiful shoulders. Tightening up those outer thighs. Good. We're going to do our part. You're doing great. Let's do that again. Nice wide squat. Oh yeah. You're going to be able to wear whatever kind of bathing suit you want this summer. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. And lift. Nice job, guys. Let's step back in that curtsy lunge. Arms are up. And stand up tall. Check out the front knee. You don't have to go deep. Keep the ankle right underneath that knee joint. Good. Now if you can, do another set with me. We want the right leg to match the left leg. That's always a good thing. You got it. Again. Down. 2, 3. Again. All right, guys, let's go into that wide plie. It is 3, 1, 2 lateral raise. Nice sculpted shoulders. Shoulders look good when you can see a little bit of definition. And don't worry about bulking up. It's not going to happen. You're just going to look lean and sculpted, turbo style. And you want to do this workout whenever you've got the time, whenever you can include it with your cardio workout. That's even better. We can do some cardio and some sculpting. Plus, we want you to have to keep us company. Last time. You're ready, guys. Let's do a military press.
36.
Shoulders. More counts up. Now balance. Lift up under those toes. Up. Nice. If you want to put your heels down, you can. I'm going to try to stay up here and balance the whole time. I think we can do it. Heels down. Now we go up quick and down 3. Up and shake it down. Woo-wee. Up and shake it. Again, up. Shake it. Again. Up and shake it. Now 2 up singles. Go up. Down. Up and down. Make your abs strong. Draw them in. Support your spine. Push. Overhead. In front of your forehead just slightly. Now we're going to alternate lifting the heels. First the right leg. Then the left leg. Push. All the way up. How are your shoulders doing? Okay. Hang in there. I know you can feel this. You want to just work to the point of fatigue. That's your goal. Right arm only. And if you're already there, if your arms are already shaking, you can't do another rep, then take a break. Come back as soon as you can. Other side, come on. Now push yourself. This is your workout. What you put into it is exactly what you're going to get out of it. Both arms, now push. Come on. You're at the end. You can do it. Come on, shoulders. Don't let me down. Oh, yeah. Tap it out. Woo! Holy cow.
So far we're at 36 side lateral raises.
Legs and shoulders. Biceps too. We worked it all.
Only 13 minutes anyway.
Alright, we're going to do some of my favorite squats. I want you to start 4 different positions. The first one, try to bring your feet as close together as possible. Remember, with every squat, start off by not going too deep until you figure out what's comfortable. Feet together, squatting down. Very nice. Just a little bit wider, maybe 10 inches. Perfect. A little wider than your hips. Excellent. And then into a plie position. Shoulders are back, you're standing up nice and tall. Good, back to center. Close it up. Nice and tight. Weights back on your heels. Little step. Good. A little wider. Nice, slow, and controlled. And then into that white plie. Perfect. Same positions, but this time we pulse it. Weights in front of you. Little step to your right. That's nice. A little wider. Excellent. And now all the way out to the plie. Let's go the other way. Back to center. You got it. How's that feel? Feel that in your legs, can't you? Quadriceps, your glutes, the derriere. Get lifted. Widen that plie. Awesome. Tricep kickback. 4 counts back. job. So try to avoid doing this. Shoulder stays down, palm is facing up. Back of the arm. That's effective. Nice job, guys. Now let's go to singles. Kick it back, tricep kick back. And if it's bothering your back, or if you feel fatigue there, just stand up, take a break, and go back to it as soon as you can. This is your workout. Make sure it's comfortable. Palm faces up. Good. Now, the goal, though, is muscular fatigue. That means you want to get to the point where every rep is getting tough. Those last couple of sets are a struggle, but you'll make it through. We'll do it together. Stand up tall. Press. Press. Bend your knees. Push straight back. You gotta work those triceps. Oh yeah, burning. We're burning with ya. You're doing awesome. Hang in there. We can do it. We can do it. Here we go. Squat down. 4. Woo. And up 4. Comfortable stance. Look down. Can you see your toes? If you can, I want you to push your hips toward the back of the room. There you go. Do it again. Same thing this time. We're gonna row. So you go down, and as you come up, pull the arms back. Rowing back. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Nice job. All the way back. Shoulders are relaxed, though. That's important. Let's go into a wide plie. 4 counts down. 4 and up. Nice job. You notice we're going very slow, even though it's called Turbo Sculpt. Your results are turbo. Our technique is nice, slow, and controlled. We're going to go down and lift. You got it, guys. Down and lift. Down. Ooh, good control. Beautiful shoulders. Excellent. Let's get that tricep on the other side. Here we go. 4. Good. Very nice. Back all the way back. You've got good control and you're not swinging that weight forward. Hopefully, you can stop that weight just before you get to your chest. Turn the palm up. Do the same thing. Look back. Who's your personal trainer? You are today. Look back at your elbow. Make sure that you've got the elbow nice and high and the bicep tight to your rib cage. That's awesome. Let's go to singles. Come on, push it, baby. Push. Yeah, push. Come on. Nice. Keep going. We're going to make it together. Abs are in, right? You know you can stand up if you need to, but I want you to keep going. Palm up, push. Woo. Oh yeah, it's burning. It's burning. But that burn is a good sign because that means you're sculpting your muscles. The more muscle you have, the higher your metabolism. And that's a beautiful thing. Squat down. 4 and 4. And when you're doing squats, you're working the largest muscle group in your body. Right? And if it's the largest muscle group, then that means it burns the most calories when you're just chilling out. Same thing but with a row. So we go down, and as you pull up, bring the elbows tight to your body. Good. Mindy and Anarita are both doing this workout without the weights. And as you can see, if you're very good with your technique, you're getting a great workout, plie, even without using the weights, because you're lifting your own body weight up and down. So the legs are still going to start to shake. And eventually, I want you to add light weights. And when this isn't a good workout for you anymore, then you add even heavier weights. Here we go. Down and up. Good. Lift the arms up.
41.
Beautiful job, guys. Lateral raise. Lift the arms up. Woo! That's nice. Do it again. Up. Now stay low and give me 4 counts up, 4 counts down.
3.
Good. Stay low in that plie. Stay low in that plie. You can come out of it and take a break if you need to, but if you can stay low, stay down here with us. Awesome. Come on, come on, come on. We're going to balance. Are you guys ready? Lift that right leg up. Up. Woo! Push down like you're pushing out a brake pedal. Lift. Nice. How'd you do? You all right? Still feeling strong? Good. Do it again. Lift up. Switch legs. Over leg up. Good. Push down strong. Again. Lift. Come down. Oh. Nice. And you know what? If you're like me, you've got one side that you're really good at balance, and the other side needs a little work. 2 up, 2 down. Both arms. Up 2. Nice. Good. Do it again. Both arms. Up 2, down 2. Shake it, baby. Let's go. Up 2, down 2. You having a good time? Build a muscle with us. Making your body lean and sculpted. Frontal plane. Right side. higher than shoulder height. It's not necessary, but we want to make sure that our shoulder joint is well protected. Go back out to the side, lateral raise. Look out, say hi there, beautiful shoulder. Nice to see ya. Very nice to see ya. Again, all the way up. Excellent. And again. I want to do that same thing. To the side. We're going to combine them this time. To the side. And now out to the front. Get all those abs in. Your knees are bent, right? Feeling good? Feeling strong still? Let's do it again. Right side. Perfect. Other side. Slow, slow. Control is the key. Slight bend at your elbow. Out in front. And down. One more time. Good job, you guys. All right, let's tap it out. Good work.
So we're at 63 so far. I counted exactly right.
So make sure you've got enough room. You might have to move some furniture because we're going to step way forward and way back. So take the time.
Added the title and completely forgot to hit the fucking go live button. Put the title in. I hit add title thinking I'm hitting the start button. Whatever. Nobody's watching it anyway. Nobody's watching anything. Somebody's hiding here somewhere. On TikTok. And on Twitch, I think. Maybe Jimmy's recording me.
Do that now. And
Okay.
don't forget, anytime you're stepping into a lunge, the deeper or bigger your step, the better it is for
What did I
your
say?
knee. Are you guys
63?
ready?
We're at 63 so far?
All right, let's go. Right leg goes forward.
Forward.
2 more times. We're going to do 4 up and down. Front
Same
down.
frame.
Into the mat. Now the weight is transferred to your left leg. Take that weight into the heel. Tap and let's go forward. Hey, hey. Make those glutes strong. 2 more times. Abs are up. Chest is up. Good. Step back. Chest up, guys. Weight into the heel. Watching that the knee stays over the ankle. You know, do 2s. Down it up. Switch. That little tap in between is what helps you keep your balance. Alright, now we're going to stay forward and you're going to pull the left knee up. And even though you're pulling that left knee up, you're keeping this knee, the right knee, right where it is. So make sure the knee's not coming forward over your toes, but you're stationary. Alright, you find your second wind. Here we go. Pulse it. Down, down. You're going to make it. Come on, chest
So
up.
all the
Healing. Every
stress
muscle's
is going
gonna be
here.
perfect. This is going to make your glutes strong. Everything in the back of the thigh nice and tight. 4, 3, 2, stretch. Say,
And then we do a hamstring stretch.
holy cow. Yeah, you feel that toward the end. And if you didn't, then you might want to go to heavier weights. Put both of your weights in one hand. Right hand on the right thigh. Let's go. Back, 2. Now, if you can hold on to both weights, that's ideal. This is a very strong muscle group, which means you've got to train it to the point of fatigue. You want to double up your weights. Now, hold on to just one weight, posterior deltoid, and that's the back of your shoulder. It's a smaller muscle, tends to be a little bit more weak, and that's why I only want you using
Okay, this is
one
on
of your weights.
your shoulder squat.
Good.
Just one
We'll
arm.
alternate back and forth between us. Both weights. Row. Squeeze.
This is a supported bent over row.
Row. Abs are in. If your back gets tired, you can stand up. Give it a break and then come right back down. Okay, guys. One weight. Posterior row. Nice. Again, all the way back. Lead with the elbow and the pinkies. Come on. This is your last one. Are you ready to work the other leg? Here we go. Step forward with that left leg. Down and up. go. Pulse. Pulse. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. You have 8 left. Come on, cut it out for me. 8, 7. Where are we? What? 3, 2. Done. That'll get you. Both weights in one hand. Let's go to the row. Back, 2, and down 2. Remember, really important that whenever you're leaning forward, you're thinking about your posture. Do that by drawing your abs in nice and tight. Chest up, shoulders back. One weight, posterior deltoid, throwing to the side. You got it, baby. These are the muscles that give you good posture. And you know what good posture does? It makes you look thinner. You stand up tall, you look 5 pounds thinner. Both weights, posterior row. Cool. You got it. Again, row it, baby. Yeah, come on. Tight to the ribs. Excellent. Posterior deltoid. Elbow leads. Coming out with a pinky. You only need to go shoulder height. Make sure you're not turning your shoulders. See how I'm square here? Not rotating, not like this. Good. Hands on your thighs, round your back up. Up. And relax. All the way up.
Girls on there.
One more time.
She's starting here.
Now put one weight down on the floor for me.
Then she's
Bend your knees. Hold on to
doing
the ends
this.
of the weight. This is called a water toss. We're going over the right shoulder.
really doing that.
How's that feel?
It bothers me.
This is a really cool exercise. It's actually, you've heard.
Hey, drink the water. Gotta back it up.
For me. Bend your knees. Hold on to the ends of the weight. This is called a water toss. We're going over the right shoulder and back to center. How's that feel? This is a really cool exercise. It's actually, if you've heard the term before, functional training. This is a functional training exercise. And now we're going to row, just like the row is. And that simply means these are exercises that are going to help you in the kinds of activities that you do from day to day. When you're twisting and you're holding onto weight, like a bag of groceries, or some kids, or the dog. Row it, guys. Last time. Now bring it center. And I want you to turn to your right. Make sure you've got the weight positioned over your heel. Let one weight come straight down. Here we go. 2. And now center for 2. And turn to your left. Good job. So 2 pulses on each side. Center. Let's repeat that. Turn to your right. Take that weight in. Center. Good. And turn one more time. You're almost home. You have made it, my friend. Back to center. Oh, yeah. All right, put the weight on your thigh. Bring it down. Grab a weight and round it up. Tap it out. Whew. Nice job. That was not an easy set. You did a beautiful job, and it's going to pay off. Let's move on. All right, guys, we have a whole bunch of inner thigh work planned for you. So remember that whenever you're in your plie position, put your toes in a position that feels comfortable for you. And if it doesn't feel right, adjust it until it does. Okay, guys, take that position. Toes turned out, tailbone underneath, shoulders back. 4 counts down, 4 counts up.
Might be wrong. I don't think I.
Oh yeah, come on, you having a good time? You should be. Enjoy the music. Down 4 and up 4. Shoulders back, tailbone under. Do the same thing and now lift your heels up. Balancing down and up. And if that's too difficult, then put your heels down. You can do the whole thing so that it works for you. Tailbone is under, shoulders back, balancing up on those toes. Heels down, now go single. Down, push your tailbone under, toward me. Awesome, keep your shoulders relaxed. Down and up. Good, you can go pretty deep if you feel like it. Do the same thing, singles. We're going to lift the right heel. Now the left heel, contract your calf muscles. Good. Keep your weight centered. Lift up on the toe. You feel those muscles getting tight? Oh, you're going to have some nice legs. Nice legs, guys. Military press. Take it overhead. 4 and down. Now I'm still in my squatting position. You can too. If you need a break, just straighten out your legs. Or keep the whole thing down. Oh, yeah, that'll burn a little bit. Now Now singles, go. Up and down. Up and down. You're doing great. Come on, stay low. It's going to be worth it. If your legs are shaking, you are normal. That's the whole goal, to reach muscular fatigue. Keep pushing now and lift out to the side. The palms are facing each other. Good. Out at about a 45-degree angle. Lift. Come on, like you're lifting the world up. You're strong. Come on. Push. You're doing awesome. Keep it up. Keep it up. Here we go, guys. Stand by. Oh. Nice. See, your legs get a little rest while you're working the arms. And now your arms get a little rest while you're working the legs. It all works out. Bottom to top, though, we're sculpting your body. Same thing with heel lifts. Lift it up. Good. Shoulders are back. Step one under. Down. Two. Good job, guys. Step one under. Oh, yeah. Focus on the inner thighs. Heels down. Now give me singles. Down and up. Remember, if you're working without equipment, you're still lifting and lowering your body weight. So if you have to rest for a couple, that's fine. Come back to it though as soon as you can. I don't want you to stop. Keep trying. You're doing awesome. Now we lift the right heel and the left heel. That's cool. You got it. Contract the calf muscles. Shoulder blades back. Posture looks good. Keep going. All right, guys. My favorite squat is called a chocolate squat. We go down and over. Slide your weight in and lift. Good. So if you haven't figured it out, you're really working that left leg. Slide the weight in, transfer your weight, and lift. Let's get a tempo. Over. Good. Keep the chest up. How we doing? You all right? Great. If you need to, don't pull away so deep. But if you can, go for it. Push yourself. All right. Just one leg. That left leg is going to do all the work. The right leg's just here so I can keep my balance. But I'm going to sit back. Push the weight to the glutes of the left leg. Come on, you can feel that push. We can feel it. We're going to do this together. Are you ready? All right, let's go out the other way. Both legs together, squat. Now we're resting the left leg a little bit. I want your weight balanced equally between both legs because we still have to work the right leg. Are you guys ready up for the task? I know you are. Let's go down slow, then over. Transfer the weight in, all the weight's on that right leg and lift up. Baby, down, step over. Cool, back in. Nice. Go to tempo. Come on now. Over. Yeah, you got it. You can do it. Your legs are going to look so good and they're going to be strong. You're going to have the muscles you need to get through your turbo jam workout and to look great in your shorts. Single leg squat. Ready? Squat. Left leg's chilling out. Right leg's doing all the work right now. Chest is up. Stick your booty back. Push it out. Come on. Dig that heel into the floor. How you feel? You okay? Okay. Both legs squat. Down. Down. And up. Arms out in front. Boy, that gets the heart rate up a little bit too. You know why? Because it's the largest muscle groups in your body. Your glutes and your hamstrings. So that will get your heart rate up a little bit. Let's tap it out. The other good news about that is that because it's your larger muscle groups, you're really boosting your metabolism when you're working the legs. Now our next series, we're going to move on to the floor. So grab a towel or a mat so we can move down to the floor. Alright, well let's see. We've worked just about every body part that you have. You don't even have that chest. And don't worry, I saved you some time.
I'm going to try to be angled a little bit. Still be.
Big smile on your face, roll it back, and let's work the chest. Take it out 4 pounds. And back together. Nice job. Now just like you're hugging a tree, so out 4 pounds, elbows slightly bent, and palms coming toward each other. Good, do that again, 4 and 4. Out nice and slow, controlled. Elbows go almost to the floor, not all the way down. Nice job, do it again, good control. You're going to maintain that constant bend in your elbow. Out and together. Now we go quick, quick, slow. Out, together, and out slow. Up, out, together, slow. Good job, guys. Out, together, and lower, slow. Again, quick, quick. Now slow the whole thing down. 8 counts out. 8 counts up. Man, you can feel feel that work in the chest muscles. Going super slow is very effective way to train because then it's just you and your muscles. All right, guys, quick, quick, slow. Here it is. Quick, quick, up, slow. Do it again. Quick, quick, and slow. You need to take a break, as always. Take a break. But come back to it as soon as you can. The goal is to try to finish these exercises together. Now, just partial range of motion. Out, together. Out, together. Relax your neck. Focus on using the muscles in your chest. Out and together. You're almost home. You're almost there. Chest almost done. Good. Bring the weights together. Slide it into your chest. Both knees into the chest. Roll all the way up. Put the weights down. Good job, guys. Then turn into plank, which is like a push-up position. Make sure you get your hips down, abs nice and tight. We're going to do knee pulls. Here we go. Draw in and back. Now, of course, you can do this on your knees, but I want you to promise me that eventually you're going to try to pull one knee in at a time, and ultimately you'll do the whole set. Open up the side plank. Hello. Put one knee down. There's half move. Lower all the way down to the floor, guys. Good job. We're going to contract the abs and really work those obliques. So bend both knees. Here we go. Side. Side. You feel it? Right here, baby. Squeeze. Of course, you're also feeling that in the gluteus medius muscles right here. Back of the hips. Good. Let's call straight. One, two, three. And reach. Now, to make this a little easier, you can stay down the whole time. You can rest your upper body on your forearm, or you can work that tricep at the same time. Can you do some singles? Come on, baby. Work. Just work that body. Come on. Crunch. And reach. Crunch. And reach. You're almost home. Can you hang in there? Come on. We can do it together. Nice. All three. Come on. One, two, three. This is going to give you those nice toned abs that you've been looking for. Come on, lift. Two, three. You are so close to being done. You're almost there. Good job, guys. Now turn over to plank again. Remember, just like a push-up position. Draw the abs in. Make sure your hips are up in the air. Bring it down. Draw the knee in. In and back. In. Back. In and back. Side plank. Open it up. Have one knee down if you want. Lower that knee. There you go. We're going to work the other side, so bring it down, baby. Remember, on the elbow or resting. Up to you. Here we go. Lift and reach. Lift and reach. Lift. Come on, bring that hip to the rib. You got it. Now, plus the three. Come on, baby, go. 1, 2, 3. You guys are awfully quiet back there. Are you concentrating? Again. 1, 2, 3. And reach. You're almost home. Go to singles. Do it. Oh. Lift. So get your second ring. Right now, every crunch is worth it. Last set. Come on. Last one. Now we pulse to 3. Come on, baby. 1, 2, 3. Reach how bad you want it. That's how hard you gotta work. It's worth it. Come on, we made it this far together. Let's finish strong. Yeah, reach. Oh, nice job, guys. All the way over and on your knees. You have worked your body head to toe. Hard work, but it will definitely pay off. You're going to have a faster metabolism. Your muscles are going to start to change. Bring it all the way down to my favorite yoga pose. It's called child's pose. Forehead comes down, hands back behind you, and take a deep breath in. All right, let's go ahead and sit all the way up into hero's pose. That was a great job. I hope you feel good. You know that feeling of euphoria when you finished a really great workout? Swing your legs all the way around. Let's take these last couple of seconds together to make sure we improve our flexibility while the muscles are nice and warm. Fan the arms up.
I don't like the way she does her stretch.
Reach as far forward as you can.
I've said that a million times. Like on that one, she particularly just focuses 100% on hamstrings on the stretches. And they're doing all these squats, which, at least for me, is a lot of quad work. So obviously you need to do hamstrings too. It's hamstring and glute, but all those lunges and stuff, pushing back off, right there in the quads. Hamstrings, you don't got to do all that she was doing, where she's both feet out, reach forward, put 1 foot in, 1 foot out, do the hokey pokey. This is a perfect hamstring stretch right here. And lower back stretch as well. Rock back and forth, you just get them good. Or you just hang there. The more you come forward, the more you feel it all the way through, and you can pull yourself in a little bit as well. It's the same thing they're doing on the floor. Do 1 leg at a time too. Plus it shoots through your calf a little bit too. In quads, you can just here, and a little extra with the hip flexors and stuff, you can pull back a little more. Really straight up and down, push your hip forward. That'll give you the good one. Obviously, there's a lot more stretches you can do afterwards as well, but she's like, well, make sure we take care of those muscles while they're still nice and warm, and then it only takes care of the hamstrings. I find it a little goofy. See, it's not as bright. I think the filter, I put on the original filter to try to get rid of that galaxy-looking light thingy going on, really not realizing the phone was just dirty. I changed the filter, so now it's not as bright. So I don't think I can do it while I'm live. Can I change it while I'm live? Nope. Nope. Go away. Go away. There we go. Okay. So apparently this wish list thing on TikTok's live, supposedly I can only edit that while I'm on live. Is that how that works? It's kind of goofy that I gotta have people, you know, my camera while I'm messing with it, you know, like putting my phone trying to edit my, I don't even know what the fuck it does. I don't know whatever feature it does. It's hooked to my Amazon wish list. Is it a wish list and how many diamonds I want or roses I want? I'm not exactly sure how that works. Anybody know how that works? No? Okay. So, yeah, we got one more day of the recovery week. So tomorrow we'll be doing Turbo Jam 20-minute workout plus the ab jam, and then we'll do a stretch again on Sunday. I think I said I was going to do that. That beast dude looking. Rip to shred. His is about 20 minutes. A little less than I want to do, but might try it. There's a few other ones. I got a whole bunch to say do a playlist, because, like I said, I know how to stretch. I can stretch myself just fine. But I like to try to follow along something, so I'm not the one controlling it. So it helps the relaxation of the body and mind if you're not the one controlling. Because obviously you got to be the one thinking and giving commands and everything else. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all with that. there is stuff wrong with that when you let it go to your head, but there's nothing wrong with you being in charge of it and doing it yourself. No, but if that last end of the week stretch, to me, is like so important for everything. Okay, like your body to stretch it out properly. That's why I keep trying to find a good one to work through, and for your mind to relax as well from the end of the week and everything else. It's not just a body stretch. You can stretch yourself every day. I mean, I do every day. Every day I'm doing this. You know, I'll be in the restaurant waiting for food. I'll be like, I'll stretch my back out. Do these things. Before I even turn on my camera, I start doing little stretches, you know, ballistic stretches and stuff. And you'll see me, obviously, when I'm talking to you, I'm doing stretches sometimes. So you can stretch before and after each workout. You don't have to have that end of the week stretch. You don't have to do it. As long as you're stretching actively to make sure you're not going to get too sore, or injured. Because if you don't stretch out, you might injure yourself. It's just like, you know, if you don't stretch regularly, or muscles you don't work out, you're walking, you slip on the ice, and you you do one of these things, you try to catch yourself, you're going to injure yourself. Okay, but if you're stretched and you have the muscles in here, you're like, you can grab yourself and pull yourself back in with really not hurting yourself, because you've worked those muscles. Like, honestly, yesterday on the trail, I was not paying attention to shit. I knew there was a big rock. I knew there was a big rock, but out of the corner of my eye, I saw, it was about this big, okay? But it was about this wide. It came up about that big. But obviously it wasn't perfectly round, it wasn't perfectly squared off, because it's a rock. So it was, you know, kind of rock-shaped. So, corner of my eye, I obviously I see it, but I see a different part than where my foot went. I saw the lower part, and there must have been a little piece that jutted up in the middle where my foot was, and I fell. And I felt myself falling. I'm like, okay, I'm going to fall. So I knew I was falling. You know, it wasn't just like, oh shit, and I tripped over it. You know, I hit it. I tried to regain my balance at it, and realized I wasn't going to do it. You know, using like everything, my core, my legs, my arms to balance. But I knew I was going forward. I'm like, fuck it, you know. So I knew exactly where to put my hands, caught myself, braced, and I had to move again and move again. So I knew I wasn't going to fall flat onto it, and like, because if I broke my I had a hairline fracture my wrist in high school when this is the bad situation. I told everybody I was pole vaulting, because I was pole vaulting at the time too. My senior year, I decided I was going to do track. I'm like, I want to pole vault. Pole vault is cool. So I was like JV. I was nothing special. I could barely get over 8 feet. But there wasn't a lot of pole vaulters on other teams on JV. So a lot of times we ended up doing our stuff with varsity team. So we'd go first and we'd knock the pole down. And then the varsity team, we had one varsity guy. One. There's 2 of us on JV. So we would supplement the rest of the time, so we weren't sitting around doing track stuff. You know, some of the guys were bigger and they would do shot put. And I don't think we did javelin in high school. I think they took it out of high school because it was too dangerous for high school kids to throw a javelin. So I ran. I did I wanted to do hurdles and sprints and stuff. So I did a 200-meter dash in JV. There were 4 of us. I was in 3rd place out of 4. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the asshole from the other team coming up around like this, and he's gaining on me. I'm like, fuck. So last ditch effort, I got the I got this extra energy, and I took off. It's faster than I thought I could actually do it. Well, I got to the finish line because I was literally at the top speed, which probably wasn't very fast anyway, I tripped over the finish line. I rolled, you know, I tried to catch myself, but when I caught myself the first time, I rolled because I was going so fast. Hairline hit flat. I didn't really realize that I had gravel, gravel and little nicks on my hands. So I'm like, eh. But then I go to hop up on the bleachers instead of walking up. I hop on this, grab it, pop myself up, and I'm just like, so I had a feeling something was going to happen with the way I went down. But the nice thing is I did not stiff arm the whole thing. And that's what probably saved me. I went down and I, you know, kind of one of these things, I caught myself. And then that's when I moved my hand when I felt too much pressure and my elbows were going to give out. I moved my hand, you know, to give myself a little more brace, and about two, 3 times of that. I'm like, never once face planted, even though like my face was like that far away from the ground. So yeah, when you work out, it might help you out when you take falls, just because you have more strength in areas when you don't think you normally would. I don't know. I don't know if that actually meant anything or not, but whatever. It's supposed to be inspirational. No, it wasn't. Supposed to show how clumsy we all are. We all are. We're all clumsy. We all do shit like that. But yeah, at least I saved myself from face planting. I did not like break anything. I didn't get any cuts or anything. Oh, you want to know another stupid thing? And this I should 100% know better. So I made. I think I told you guys we were at the grocery store the other night because I really didn't defrost anything for dinner. I'm like, well, I got to go to the grocery store anyway to grab some stuff over there. So we go to the frozen foods. We got the Asian food, you know, that we got the Mongolian style fried chicken patties and the fried the white rice, the jasmine rice out of the freezer. I know it's not like authentic or anything; it's prepackaged bullshit, but it tasted good. And well, I'm not like, oh, we're having Asian food, you know. I know it's not. I know it's just whatever. Anyway, but it was decent. It wasn't like horribly unhealthy. Horribly unhealthy. Not really healthy, but so anyway. Then we look over and we see the deep Indian food, single serving stuffs, and I've had those before. I have had the chicken tiki masala before, and I'm like, that's pretty good. So it's good in a pinch, because I do get home late, and I don't want to eat a full meal before going to bed. So if I get home late and I'm like really hungry, I don't want to not have something tiding me over until I wake up and just have a protein bar when I come down here after having a complete empty stomach from whatever time I ate last till then. So having small little things, you know, a decent amount of calories with not a lot of, you know, bad stuff in it. So other good things are peanut butter, cottage cheese, protein bars, protein drinks, especially the protein powder. God, which one is it? I can't remember. It's been so long since I had it. The slow release protein. It's I don't know. There's a slow release protein powder. The slow release protein. You can buy it in a powder, and that's the one you're supposed to have at night before bed, because it releases slowly over the night while you're sleeping, or throughout the day. They say take it at night. But then again, you can buy the complex protein powders that have all of it in there, every type of protein. However, I got the stuff Giant Eagle. It's flavored with Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles. It's just whey protein isolate, but it's Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles, so I got it. There's nothing wrong with whey protein. If you get whey protein, you want the isolate or you want the combination. You want to make sure you get the isolate. Better yet, to get the complex stuff at the health food places, the GNCs and the whatever else there is. Bodybuilding.com and shit like that, where you can get all the major stuff if you're going for big. But if you're just working out, looking to gain a little bit of muscle, get in shape, then those whey protein isolate ones are fine. But anyway, so we grabbed that stuff. I'm like, ooh, samosas. He goes, you got samosas? He goes, no. And he reads the thing, and he's like, peas, because the chutney's made from peas. He's like, I'll try it. I'm like, you'll like it. So I cooked. I had to cook those for like 16, 17 minutes on 350, and then I was supposed to put the breaded chicken patties, nuggets. They're nuggets, breaded chicken nuggets for the Mongolian style chicken in the oven for 16, 17 minutes at 400. So I make the samosas first at 350 and take them out of the oven. I turned up to 400. I put the samosas on a plate, and then I dump the chicken. I put the chutney in the microwave because it's you obviously have to do that. So to warm it up, I put the chicken on the plate on the pan that I just pulled out of the oven, and then I take the samosas out of the living room. Not yet, no. I put the chicken on the pan, then I put the chutney in the microwave. I was giving it time to heat up to 400. And then I go to put the chicken in the back in the oven, not realizing that it's the exact same pan that I just pulled out of the oven. And grabbed it. And by the time I got to about here, I'm like, oh fuck, shit, and all day long before. Luckily, I had just cleaned the floor right before we went to, I literally just mopped the floor with antibacterial, that was mop, it was Swiffer, the Swiffer thing, but they were antibacterial Swiffer pants. So, they were clean. So I'm like, damn it. So we picked them back up, put them in there. 5-second rule only applies at home if your floor is clean. Does not apply at a restaurant, by the way. If it's your home, you know how clean your floor is. That's up to you. But I'm not throwing away all that food just because some of the breading came off on the floor. And I had to sweep and mop it again. But yeah, now if it was soup, then yeah, I would have to clean it all up and throw it all away. That's a different story. But pieces of breaded chicken, yeah, there's no way in hell throwing that away. But luckily, I can see the shiny skin. Just a little bit on my. Not really. But on my thumb, I can see the little spot, little shiny spot, but it never blistered. It was so good. I think it's because it's an aluminum pan, and it had aluminum foil on it, and that it sat out of the oven for probably just under 5 minutes. I think it cooled down enough not to burn my hand. So that's good, and I didn't get all cut up from falling on the trail yesterday. That's good too. So I'm good. I'm not injured. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, all the same usernames. It is right here across there for you, YouTube. Right there, you can see it says TikTok Ponyboy113. Anyway, yeah, all the same usernames. Whatever you're watching me on, great. I appreciate it. I have started posting. Like I said at the beginning, I went ahead and posted my results pictures, my progress pictures, my highlight reels, and my progress videos from TikTok, my fitness journey playlist onto Instagram as well, since might as well. I'm not sure how Twitch works on that, if I can actually post videos and pictures on there as well. I'll have to look into that. If so, I'll probably do that too, just in case. I know I have like at least 3 or 4 followers on there. Something like that. But yeah, so basically my fitness journey playlist is the go-to thing on my TikTok for you to interact with me. I would appreciate it that way. Obviously, you can use a Q&A feature as well. This way I can make video replies to your comments directly. That way I obviously automatically get tagged in it, and it gives me some more content as well. Bonus, I guess you could say. But all videos that are in my fitness journey playlist on TikTok are also in the same named playlist on YouTube as well. Twitch has only been live streaming, and as of yesterday, I have all my progress pictures from the start up until week 5. So it has a start picture, and it has a start to week 1, start to week 2, start to week 3, start to week 4, start to week 5, along with the highlight reels for every week, and along with my results day video that I make every Sunday as well. Sunday, Monday, whatever day I make it. So those are up on Instagram as well, and whatever I could share to Facebook and Twitter, because it gives the option to share to Facebook. I don't have Tumblr. I'm not going to make another social media account. But I think I could share the pictures to Twitter and Facebook, and I could share the videos to just Facebook, whatever. I don't care. So yeah, I'm not going to live stream on Facebook. Why don't I have an extra camera to use? And 2, Facebook is set up for friends, so I'm not going to get anybody else on there. This way, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, anybody can see it. With Facebook, it's just friends, unless I make a fan page or something. But then again, I would also need another phone. Or something. Anyway, yeah, so if you would like to communicate with me, please do so going through TikTok. I would appreciate it. If not, not a big deal. I will respond to you as soon as I can on any of the platforms. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, whatever. Just I would prefer on TikTok, because I'm always on TikTok. So. But yeah, that's it. I am done for today. Bye-bye.